These Lucerna High School grads thought they were just hours away from the trip of a lifetime, but they say this man played them like a fiddle.
He's evil, and he ruined a very special time for my son.
Just a horrible person. Like, who does that?
He's a ass. How many people can this guy rip off and no one do anything about it?
His name is George Barragan, and he's the owner of Senior Grad Trips, a company with a 1-star rating on Yelp, with every single review accusing it of being a scam.
Bye, guys. See you later.
This group of parents and graduates of Lucerna High School spent thousands of dollars each to book a grad trip to Cancun with the company, with some kids working for months to pay out of pocket.
Oh, like I didn't go out for weeks at a time, literally to save up the money to go on this trip.
But Angela O'Brien tells me when they got to LAX for their flight to Mexico Sunday night, everything unraveled.
My friend got there first, and her passport wasn't swiping. There was nothing, no tickets under her name. And then we all got there, and they kept trying.
We knew something was wrong, and like Delta was trying to be patient, but like the guy was just being like weird. Like George wasn't answering on the phone.
The graduates waited with their luggage as Delta delayed the flight to try and contact Barragan to find out why there were no tickets under anybody's name.
Delta ended up telling us they held the flight off for as long as they could, and they ended up telling us that he canceled the reservation 2 days before the flight.
The group also found out the hotel in Mexico had no reservations under their names. Barragan had allegedly pocketed more than $40,000.
Senior grad trips is a scam. Senior grad trips is a scam.
This video shows the graduates confronting a Senior Grad Trips employee at LAX after they were left thousands of dollars in the hole.
I worked for all of that, and it's really sad.
I just felt like more embarrassed. Like this basically just got like slapped in my face. I can't go, and I tried so hard with my money and everything.
And parents of the graduates tell me they feel sick about it.
And to find out at the last minute at the airport that this was just all a huge scam was absolutely devastating. Some of these kids had gotten jobs just to pay for this trip.
I only have one son, one child. This is it. So he's really ruined it for him.
On Monday, Barragan sent this letter to the parents, apologizing and claiming he paid for the trip. He promised refunds within 30 days, but his alleged victims only want one thing.
I want to press charges. I want him to go to jail.
He deserves to go in jail. And plus, it's my senior trip. Come on, like you really took this away, like senior year. What an ass.
He needs to be found and prosecuted.
They're just absolute garbage, and they should all rot in hell.
Now, the graduates did file police reports with LAX police as well as the LA County Sheriff's Department. They currently have a detective working on the case. When I reached out to Barragan and his company earlier today via phone and email, he completely blew me off. I never heard from him. And it turns out this isn't the first time he's been accused of this. According to KVOA News in Tucson, he's currently under FBI investigation and is also being investigated by the attorney generals in the states of Arizona and the state of Texas, where his company is based in. We're live in Whittier tonight. Bill Malugin, Fox 11 News.
Well, how awful for those kids. We'll be watching for a follow-up on that story, Bill. Thank you. Protesters rally outside the downtown Federal Building to protest the separation of